SeaWorld Adventures Perceptual Skills is a program that forms the foundation for a child's learning. It's suitable for children from ages 3 to 7. It was designed to stimulate children's creativity by using interactive games to develop specific learning skills. It provides both visual and auditory guidance and rewards. It's divided into subsections using different sea creatures, each with their own activities and each with different levels of difficulty. It allows children to progress at their own pace according to their own abilities, improving as they go through each activity. It provides a written report of the child's progress at each level. Here are the various learning outcomes included in the program. To use the program, it needs to be installed onto your computer or laptop. Use the CD found in the IG3 software and training pack. Insert the CD into your CD or DVD drive. When auto run starts, the window below appears. If for some reason it doesn't start automatically, then open the CD files folder and select Auto Run Application File. This window will then appear. Select Software from the options below. Then select Perceptual Skills icon. When the User Account Control window appears, select Yes. When the Installation window pops up, click Install. Make sure all other applications are closed before installing. After reading the installation information, click Next. Select I accept the agreement, then Next. Click in the box if you do require a desktop shortcut, then click Next. Then select Install. When the installation has completed, click Next. Make sure that you untick the box that asks you to launch the SeaWorld Adventures. Then select Finish. A desktop icon will now be found on your desktop. Right-click on this desktop icon. This is for the first time that you use the program only. Then select Run as Administrator. Select Yes when this window appears. The first time you open the program, you will be asked for an unlock code. Write down the number that is your reference number shown on the screen. The one shown here is just a sample number only. Your code will be different. Once you've made note of that code, call Edis on 1-800-334-633 or email us on support@ig3education.com.au and give us your reference number so that we can give you an unlock code, either by phone or email. Now just simply enter that unlock code into the space found on the SeaWorld Adventures screen and press Enter on your keyboard. You will then receive this little video . And the welcome screen will appear. You will be asked to identify yourself. If you would like the children to receive reports on their progress, then each name will have to be registered individually. Or if you prefer to use it as a class project, then just write the name of your class under Name. You don't need to worry about surname or age, and select Accept. You will then be shown a screen with the variety of sea animals, each with their own individual activities. This will be introduced by the octopus that you see here. She will always introduce each activity to you and give you the instructions as to what to do to perform that activity. To find out which outcomes suit, use that same CD that you used to install the software. This time when the window opens, select Training Manuals and then select Perceptual Skills. This will provide you with a PDF file which will show you a chart. At the top you'll see all the individual animals named, and on the side you'll see all of the various learning outcomes. There's two parts to this chart. So if you did want to have something that looked at spatial orientation, you see the animals with the little faces in them are the ones that will have that form of activity. At the bottom of every screen you'll see a little red clamshell. If you click on this, this will take you back a page, and you continue clicking on that until you get to the section you want to be at. If we click on the whale that you see here, it will bring up an individual video. The octopus will explain the function of this particular exercise. If you would like to know the learning outcomes, if you click on the fish that's here, you'll see that it will bring up a window that will let you know what learning outcomes are expected from this exercise. At the bottom you'll see a number of colored pipes. Each one of these has different activities associated with it. The smaller the pipe, the easier the activity, and as it progresses up to the largest one, that's the most difficult in this range. Here's an example that you might find using this yellow pipe that's down below. It's a simple exercise. It gets the students to count the number of shapes to match the number that's down below. If they get the answer correct, it will turn green, have a green box around it, and the octopus will give them some positive reinforcement. If they answer incorrectly, it will be highlighted in red, and she'll encourage them to try again. We've now moved on to the red pipe that's here, and you see that the activity is a bit more complicated. The students need to add up those two boxes and give the number that's correct down below. If we click on the lobster that's here, this brings up a whole different sort of exercise. In this particular one, the students have to click and drag the shapes that are shown below to mimic the shape that's up here in the top left corner. You'll also notice here too that it's indicating that you're progressing through this particular activity. Once this bar is entirely green, one of these stars will light up, and that just indicates you've completed the first part of this activity. All of the activities appear in random order so that different children won't be given the same activities each time. And this is in the same activity with the lobster. You'll see now that we've progressed to the longest tube that's here, and this is getting them to drag individual puzzle pieces to the page to mimic the picture that's in the top left. With the dolphin, this will give you some literacy. When this activity started out, there was the letters here, PB, and the number 3 was here, and I had to find 3 fish that did have that same symbol in them. Once I click on this one that's here, then a new set of letters will appear for me to use. When we click on the tortoise, this brings up an entirely new set. Instead of those pipes, you now have these symbols to click on. When you click on the color wheel, it will bring up the ship, and each of the individual portholes are different colors. When you click on each porthole, it will bring up a different color with the word spelled out as well. Another activity in this is the color pink here, and the children have to drag all of the individual items that are pink into the net. When they do this correctly, this little starfish appears and gives them some positive reinforcement. To go to the next portion of the exercise, you just hit that little arrowhead that's there. In this same tortoise group of exercises, when you click on the individual shapes, it will actually bring up the word for that shape and give you something that looks like that shape in real life. And when you click on it again, it will reappear. Once the students have completed the activities, if you click on this little pad that's here, this will give you a report of everything that the child has done. It shows you which modules that they've used, which animals they've visited, the date, the time, how many games they've played, and the time spent, and these are in seconds with each one, and how many they got correct and wrong, and then the percentage. If you do want to, you are able to print this out as well. Thank you for viewing this tutorial. For further information, contact us by email info@ig3education.com.au or by our toll-free number 1-800-334-633.